Hello, my name is Cassidy Northway, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a sign that looks just like this. I have owned a Cricut for about 3 years now. I have been through the ups and downs of disasters and gifts that have quite literally brought people to tears. So I'm just going to teach you how to do that, starting off with all of the materials in the next slide. Starting off with the materials that you're going to need for your project is an unfinished piece of wood. I got mine at Joann's. You can get it at Michael's or Target, Walmart, or other big box stores like Lowe's or Home Depot will also occasionally have stuff like this. If you want a sign, I definitely recommend a craft store. And then your scissors, and then a weeding tool just to help you kind of get the extra little pieces out. It'll make it go a lot faster. And then, of course, you're going to need some type of iron-on. I am using Cricut Smart iron-on just because it goes a lot faster because you don't need the mat. And then I'm also going to be using heat-resistant tape just because you can place your design a lot faster and a lot easier with the use of that. And then of course you are going to need either an easy press or an iron that can get up to at least 300, I would say about 350 degrees just to be safe. And then you will also need your Cricut machine or Silhouette machine or whatever other cutting machine that you may have. Okay, so starting off, we're gonna start here in Cricut Design Space. Now this is the image that we're going to be cutting. Obviously you guys don't have that, so I just got this, the Home Sweet Home, on Etsy. You can get it on Etsy or you can make it yourself. I just decided that this would be a little bit quicker and easier. And then to do that, you're just going to hit the upload button. You're going to go to upload image and then go through, search for your file, and then it'll be here. So we're gonna hit upload again, just so I can show you how to resize it and everything. So it's gonna come out really large. You're just gonna go up here to the width or the height, and I'm just gonna change it to 10 and hit enter, and then you can resize it to be the size that you need. And since we don't need this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete it. And then the reason that I have this oval here is it's removable, but it just kind of serves as a template to how my design is going to look on your piece of wood. So I pre-measured mine, and it's about 10.5 wide by 9.5 high. So I went and then I subtracted an inch from the whole thing. So I did 10.5 wide by 8 high, just because it makes it a little bit better for the design itself, just because it doesn't seem as cramped, is what I was trying to say. So once you have that, you can go ahead and just delete the shape of the template because we don't need it. And then you're just left with your design. And then you're gonna go ahead and click make it. And then it's gonna sort the projects by mat. And then since I am using the Cricut Smart Vinyl, you do not have to cut it with a mat. So I'm going to cut it without a mat, which is nice because then you don't waste as much material. And then since it is an iron-on, you want to make sure that you mirror your image, because if you don't, when you iron it on, it'll be backwards. And we don't want that to happen because I've done that more times than I can count. So it wastes a lot of materials and it wastes your patience, and nobody wants that. So then we're gonna go ahead and hit continue, and it'll send it to my Cricut, just making sure that it's on. Mine is connected by Bluetooth. Yours might be connected by cable, which takes a little bit longer. And then you're gonna go ahead and sort your materials, or select your materials rather. And since I selected it without a mat, you can only do that with Smart Iron-On and Smart materials such as just vinyl or cardstock. So I'm gonna go ahead and select Smart Iron-On. And then like it says, you do want it makes sure, like, hey, make sure your mirror is on. So we got mirror turned on, and I'm gonna go ahead and load my vinyl into that, and we'll be all good to go. we have our design cut out here. It is, you can see it right there. We're gonna need to be weeding this side, and we want this design. So I'm gonna actually just start off with cutting this off, just making sure that you're not getting any of the actual design. And then this will go in the scraps. So I'm gonna put that back there. And then we're just gonna start off with weeding this. So I like to go to a corner and just kind of see which corner we'll wanna budge. And since it is iron-on vinyl, it is really easy to weed, which is nice. So I'm just gonna kind of pull. And then you also want to make sure that you get the little individual letters, like right in here, and these brush strokes, so right in here, just because you can miss those pretty easily, and you don't want to, because that's part of your design. Now that this is all weeded out and ready to go, I got my piece of wood, and you're just gonna kind of want to decide which side you like best of the wood, which placement you like best. I like this side just because the knots aren't as big. And now we're gonna want to make sure that there's nothing like this, so I'm just gonna kind of want to get rid of that. It's kind of hard because this stuff is sticky, so there we go. Okay, so you're just gonna want to place it kind of however, and then I'm gonna use heat resistant tape. You definitely don't have to. I just think that it makes things a little bit easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and place a piece here at the top. It doesn't really matter how that looks. We just want that to be center. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that tape there. And then I'm just gonna put this piece of tape down here on the bottom, make sure that that is all okay. And then now it's not gonna move around as much, and you're gonna be able to place your design a lot easier. And now that that is ready to go, I have my Cricut Easy Press set to 300 degrees, and it is ready to go for 45 seconds. So I'm just gonna go ahead, hit that, apply firm pressure, and then once it's done, I will be right back. So now it is pressed and it is quite warm. And while it's still warm, I like to kind of peel up the corners to see if it's not lifting, and it looks like it is not lifting, which is what we want. And then this is a cool peel, so we are gonna wait until this cools down, and then I'm just gonna go clean up my desk because I have little wood shavings everywhere. Now that this is cooled, you can go ahead and remove the tape. So you just kind of want to go around slowly, make sure everything is laid down as it should be. And then there you are. You can just discard that piece of plastic. And there you go. Your sign is ready to go. It looks like hand painted right on there, but it was so much easier than hand painting it. And that is your finished sign. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope that you're able to make a sign just as great as this and easy as this for years to come.